Now look, if anybody is curious as to the item that I am holding in my thumbnail, it is a belt. You were not mistaken. I am 100% holding a belt. Why? Because Kanan needs his ass whooped. Kanan need that ass spanked at least a good 2 times, 4 times if they need be, and he probably get his behavior together. But regardless, we'll get off that subject for a little bit because god damn, 50 Cent. Woo! That boy know how to write him some television, man. Now look, season 2 of Tommy, forgive me, that was not it for me. I was only 2 episodes in, and I had more than enough of the black people. I couldn't watch that show anymore. But he came back with a vengeance in this season. I mean, god damn! That's how you write television, 50. That's what I'm talking about. This here? Hey, man, raising Kanan definitely raised the stakes in this season here, boy. I'm talking about acting. I'm talking about plot. I'm talking about the just performances and well, the performances kind of tie into the acting. Look, I'm just saying they raised the stakes in all areas that they needed to. In all areas that they needed to, they raised the stakes. And even Mekhi Curtis, the guy who plays Kanan himself, he raised that accent a little bit more, man. It sounded a little forced in the beginning, but honestly, it's getting it got more and more natural throughout the series or throughout this season for me. And look, let's just get into this, man. This is Power Book 3, Season 3, Reigning Kanan review. Let's do it. I need this work. Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, this is my review of Power Book 3 Season 3, or I should say Power Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 3, however you want to put it. Regardless, this is my review of Power Raising Kanan, and look, it's spoiler free, because I'm not the type to just sit here and go into details about what happened, because honestly, I could sit here for a very long time if I were to go on some spoiler rant about Power, but look, it's going to be completely spoiler free. I'm personally just going to cover the highlights and things that I adored about this season. Yes, adored. This was one of the more entertaining seasons of Power we have gotten in a long time, and I'm talking about all of the books. I'm talking about every book that we have gotten thus far. This season here of Power was one of the most thoroughly entertaining from beginning to end. I mean, pedal to the motherfucking metal, man. This like 50 Cent delivered in this season, and honestly, where to even begin? I'm going to start with my favorite arc of the entire season itself. It starts with Mr. Malcolm Mays himself, the guy who plays Lou. Lou, hands down, had my favorite character arc of the season, and it broke me by the end. I mean, this man is fantastic. I absolutely adored how we got to look into the actual consequences and the aftermath of all the actions that Lou has had to deal with in previous seasons. I mean, I adored everything that this man brought to this character this season. It was so emotional. It was so sad. It was so dark. It was so real. That's the biggest thing to take away from Mr. Malcolm Mays' performance, man. It was real, and he played Kevin in Snowfall, and he did a damn good job in that one. And here he is again in this show, just showing his acting ass off, acting chops off. I mean, whatever. He's showing out. He showed up and he showed out in this season. I absolutely loved everything his character brought in this season, man. And look, one thing I definitely loved about this season that dealt with Lou was him and Rock's dynamic, because him and Rock just have this very complicated relationship, and it's been honestly a lot of what has come out or come forward in this season between those two was brewing in the previous seasons, and honestly it's just like he just can't take it no more. It's like having all those bodies pile up, just listening to orders, thinking that you can just bully me, push me around, like, and just make me do things that honestly can really fuck somebody up, take somebody down a very dark path. You don't know what this stuff is doing to me. I love how they explored this with Lou, and Malcolm Mays absolutely just ripped this performance apart, man. I loved him and Rock's dynamic. I love what these two, Patina Miller did a damn good job this season too, man. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what I think. Honestly, like I said, I did not finish season 2 of Tommy, and a lot of people told me it got better, but I truly could not get past the second episode of that season, because the black people in that show just pivotally truly cannot act, and it's just so painful to watch. I just couldn't really do it anymore. And then I just watched the mid-season finale with a friend for whatever reason, because he wanted to turn it on, and I realized I wasn't really missing much, so I had no reason to go back to Tommy. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if season 2 of Tommy got bad reviews and they came here with this one with and Raising Kanan was like, yo, I don't know what the hell we just did this last season, but y'all better step it the fuck up. But everybody got the message because everyone stepped it up in this season. Like I said, Patina Miller was absolutely amazing as Rock. Her and Lou's dynamic throughout this entire season was one of the strongest arcs. They were one of the most strongest dynamics. I truly, really enjoyed just their relationship and watching the way it, I'll say, unfolds, because it really wasn't building. This was something that was really just honestly tumbling down. This was honestly a relationship that was very hard for Lou to address. It was something, Lou was battling a lot of demons this season, man, and just watching him go through that and just watching the way everything progressed, especially in the finale itself, bro, it was very heartbreaking and painful to see. Now, another highlight of this season, I gotta give this kid credit where credit is due, man. Mekhi Curtis as Kanan. Like I said, I got my belt right here. Look, this gonna be with me the entire review. I'm not gonna let up. This motherfucker need his ass whooped. I'm 1,000% serious. Now I know how people felt when everybody was saying Tariq need his ass whooped. Kanan need his ass whooped. I got my belt right here. I'm ready for that, because that boy need his ass whooped. But as far as I'm concerned, man, Mekhi Curtis, he played the hell out of Kanan this season, bro. And like I said, in the beginning of the season, that accent was forced. That shit sounded like he was literally sitting in the back room before his scenes were supposed to be shot, listening to, need you to pray for me, man. Need you to pray for me, man. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Like, he's literally just sitting back there listening to 50, waiting for his role or waiting for his scene to come up. He walks out and literally just starts talking exactly like that. But I honestly, like I said, throughout the season, it seemed to me that he was getting more comfortable in that accent, more comfortable in that, the way that Kanan carries himself, the way, like, he really started to make me believe, all right, this nigga's turning into 50 Cent. This nigga's turning into Kanan Stark for real. Like, throughout the season, everything started to becoming a bit more natural, including his accent and the way he carries himself. And I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. Mekhi Curtis did a very good job in this role this season, man. I really loved him as Kanan. I thought that he was doing a very good job. Like I said, the boy hard-headed, need his ass whooped. But one thing I will say, I love the way this kid stood 10 toes the entire season, man. This kid really stood on business. And another thing I absolutely loved about the writing of this show is the fact that they held a mirror up to Rock the entire season with Kanan. The way Kanan is talking to Rock, the way Kanan is treating Rock, the way Kanan is basically walking over Rock is the same way Rock walks over everybody else in her life. It's like mother, like son. Like Rock, the way Rock would treat Lou, the way Rock would just boss people around, treat Marvin, just be bossing niggas around. That's how Kanan treated her. The way Rock treated other people, that's the way Kanan treats her. And it was like holding up a mirror to that woman's face the entire season. And I love the way that was written in the show. I'm telling you, 50 Cent, this dude stepped it up in the acting and the writing and the the acting, the writing, look, it was all top tier, man. The plot, everything, the way the show progressed. And it's just like everybody that was introduced in the show, all the characters that kept coming in, it just got more and more intense. It just got more and more like creating a sense of urgency. Like Omar Epps is cool. He's not necessarily one of my favorite characters, but he was cool in the show too. The Detective Howard story, the Detective Howard storyline, it was very pivotal, but I say like I was more invested in like what was going on around that storyline rather than Detective Howard himself, because he's just always, Detective Howard kind of comes off as a very annoying character sometimes, just because he kind of just, I don't know, Omar Epps just kind of annoys me personally. But I was very invested in, like, of course, what happened to his partner and stuff like that. And throughout the season, it just got crazy. Like, we really did not know where this thing was going to end up. And then I'll talk about the finale in a second, of course, with no spoilers. But another person that I truly have to shout out in this show, I want to make sure I get her name right. Haley Kilgore as Jukebox. Goddamn. That girl can act. Not that girl is a performer. She can sing, she can dance, she can act, she can do it all. She's a thug. She hard. I love Jukebox. Jukebox is one of the best characters in the show as well. She had a very great arc throughout the series itself. Throughout the season. London Brown, that's who plays Marvin. Marvin always been one of my favorite characters, man. And Marvin does nothing but great. And Marvin does nothing but improve every season. Marvin does nothing but have me absolutely dying laughing and just improving on his character and honestly just watching Marvin want to be a better dude as best as he possibly can be, man. It's just so wholesome, bro. I love rooting for Marvin. Marvin's easily one of my favorite characters in the show. Everybody absolutely delivered, man, in every bit of the way. They just killed it this episode for real. And honestly, I gotta tip my cap to 50 Cent on that finale, bro. That finale was intense. I mean, that finale was absolutely amazing, man. Like, that's how you write some intense ass television. And another character, I don't know the actor's name, but I do know he plays Robert Zane in Suits, which if you haven't seen Suits, check that out. It's a damn good show. But my boy Robert Zane is in this series too. He plays, I think his name is Snaps. He's a part of like the Snaps and Pop. No, he might be Pops. I don't know. Either way, he's a part of that Snaps and Pop crew, or the male-female dynamic in the show, and he kills it. That dude got a different type of swagger. Like, he come in the room and just owns it immediately. And speaking of walking into a room and owning it immediately, the nigga that had us terrified of eating fucking Cheerios, what's his name? Grantham Coleman. That's the actor's name, but we all know who I'm talking about. We talking about Ronnie. We talking about Mr. I Need This Work. Nigga talking about some. What your mother miss about you? So special about you. My mother don't miss me. Well, dog, nigga, nobody's gonna miss you. You watch TV in the dark. Who does that? But no, credit to that man. I was terrified. That's one of the best. I'm telling you, that was one of the best villains that Power has had in a minute, man. Really good. Just a very terrifying, weird ass nigga that honestly you would never want to cross in the streets. Like you like that's the type of nigga you see. If you see Ronnie staring at your ass, you better run. And I mean fast, like cheetah fast, like Dash from Incredibles fast. Cause oh my god, like that dude is terrifying. And credit to everyone in this show. Credit to all the writers, the producers, the directors, the actors, everyone in this show truly stepped it up to deliver a fantastic and hard-hitting season of Power. This is what Power is supposed to be. I loved how intense this thing felt from beginning to end. I loved how everybody's storyline progressed the way that it was in an unexpected way, but a way that we can appreciate and leave us on the edge of our seats. I enjoyed everything this season had to deliver, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, Detective Howard was pretty annoying, but that's just me. I'm not gonna knock the entire season because of how annoying he is. But like I said, the finale was one of them finales where it's definitely gonna be sitting on your mind for a long time. You are just gonna be anticipating what happens next. I truly cannot wait to see where this thing is headed next, man. I am really, because honestly what we're watching here with Mekhi Curtis's Kanan, man, this dude is truly turning into 50 Cent. He's only going to get more ruthless, he's only going to get more dangerous, only going to get more smarter throughout the series itself. And Mekhi Curtis is stepping up to the plate, man. He is truly doing the damn thing. I can truly see, like, the last maybe like 3 episodes of this show, like I said, he was getting progressively better. There's a lot of memeable moments about that boy accent throughout the season, but he was truly getting better throughout the season in his aggressive approach and just the way he was carrying himself, man. It was it was something to be in awe of. We were truly watching this kid grow up into 50 Cent. We were truly being able to watch this kid grow up this season, and in that sense, you gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate when you can watch a character or an actor grow up right in front of your eyes as a character and really step into the shoes that you really think he's not gonna be able to fill, but he does it in a way that you just really didn't expect, and you gotta give the kid props for it. But look, overall, guys, this season of Power was truly one of them ones, man. This was, like I said, one of the best seasons of Power. And I was talking about of all the books that has been delivered in a pretty long time. I am in awe. I am truly in awe, and I just can't wait for I can't wait for Kanan to come back. This is truly, I'm not gonna cap to y'all, man. Kanan might have tried to come for the crown, man. Book 2 has been my favorite Power spinoff ever since it came out, but this season, this one kind of made a case for being one of the best Power books, man. I don't know. It's tight. It's definitely a race. Tommy back there somewhere. Tommy got to. I personally probably want to go back to Tommy, but as far as I'm concerned, book two and 3, they in competition with each other for sure. But look, guys, thank you so much for watching Power Book 3, Season 3. What did you guys think about it? Please comment below. You guys can get into spoilers if you want. I'd love to talk about it with you guys down there. I just didn't necessarily want to make a spoiler video because, like I said, I could sit here for a very long time and talk about it for a very long time. If you guys want me to make a spoiler video, please let me know. But other than that, this is probably the only video I'm going to do. But I really do appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff and so much more. Look, this is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon. Oh. Before I finish, just know, Kanan. Just know.